Cheryl Keeton was a well-known figure in Portland, Oregon, admired for her dedication to her career as a transportation consultant and her role as a loving mother of two. On a warm day in October 1986, Cheryl was reported missing by her husband, Brad Cunningham. What initially seemed like a disappearance quickly turned into a tragic and disturbing murder investigation that would expose the dark side of a seemingly ordinary family life. Cheryl and Brad had a complicated marriage. They had separated but were still legally married and engaged in a contentious custody battle over their children. Cheryl was pursuing a divorce and had recently moved to a separate residence. Despite their troubles, no one expected the marriage conflict to escalate to murder. On October 10, 1986, Cheryl's burned body was discovered in the trunk of her car, abandoned in a remote area of Portland. The car had been set on fire in an apparent attempt to destroy evidence. The investigation found Cheryl had been strangled before the car was set ablaze. The case drew immediate suspicion toward Brad Cunningham. Evidence linked him to the scene, and his alibi was shaky. Investigators uncovered phone records showing that Brad had been in contact with individuals involved in renting the remote property where the car was found. During the trial, prosecutors revealed a pattern of hostility and threats from Brad towards Cheryl. Witnesses testified about the couple's bitter disputes and Brad's aggressive behavior. It became clear that Brad had motive related to the custody battle and financial disputes. Despite Brad's initial claims of innocence, forensic evidence, including fibers found on Cheryl's body and in the car, placed him at the scene. The prosecution argued that Brad strangled Cheryl in a fit of rage and then tried to cover up the crime by burning the vehicle. The jury found Brad Cunningham guilty of first-degree murder in 1990. He was sentenced to life imprisonment with eligibility for parole after 25 years. Brad's conviction was a landmark case in Oregon, highlighting the dangers of domestic violence even after separation. Cheryl's family remembered her as a strong woman who fought for her children and her independence. They later campaigned for improved protections for victims of domestic abuse and custody-related violence. As of 2025, Brad Cunningham remains in prison, having served decades behind bars. His murder of Cheryl Keeton remains a chilling reminder of how intimate relationships can sometimes turn deadly.